Just about covered the path to the two reds near the far right corner. But I don't think Luca has with that one. Now, can he get through to the one that's closest to the pocket? No. I'm right behind the line of the shot. No, he can't.
It's a sort of situation where you want to be the first to be brave and take on a pot, but the way the balls are situated, it's fraught with danger. And he's gone for it. He knew he was leaving a chance of sorts to right middle, but as you can see, where's the colour coming from? Just wondering where they can cannon the red away in potness and leave the pink to right middle. Decided against doing that. As I said, this is going to be a while before this situation is resolved, but there's a good cue ball there from Luca. Probably just dead weight into the two reds below the pink for Ricky though. But touch and ball could be dangerous. Chance to maybe get the cue ball in behind the black.
Touch and ball.
Well, it is a toucher. Is there a path off one cushion to try and do as Stephen suggested and sneak in behind the black? Used to hate these frames. Since all the balls are in the open now. Whoever pots the first red, so to speak, you know, he's going to have a frame winning opportunity.
Yeah, I think this is, again, it's a situation. I had one earlier where Luca was overthinking it. I think just find this cushion. I don't think you have to be too sort of fancy in the shot you play. If you get the cue ball tight on this black cushion, you've done your job. And he could have left himself open to something here from his opponent. I think playing the two reds touching the cue ball, or near the cue ball, the one to the right, I'm sure you can come off that and maybe get the cue ball in behind a black somewhere. No, obviously not. Doesn't like it. Can he do it this way? Almost.
But that one little decision there, I've always felt that Luca Brecel had the upper hand in this safety exchange. I don't think so now. I think he's advantaged Ricky Walden.
Yeah, I think he could have done something more adventurous with that touch and ball than he did.
This is very dangerous. The paint's gone in, but
Ricky Walden 6.
worse than that, he's left an easy starter for Ricky Walden. Well, you put in all that effort in, you win the safety exchange. And with one shot, it could have cost you the frame. Unbelievable. And not in a position where he can make unforced errors. Bad miss.
Yeah, pure pressure that was. He won the battle, the tactical
7.
battle. And look at the situation, the table.
Eight.
Yeah, wants to keep the cue ball at the bulk end of the table here, Luca. Just to make the positional side of everything a whole lot easier. Doesn't want the cue ball travelling. Struck that well. That would make him feel good, that shot.
10. 11.
Points all square.
16. 17. 21.
And shaking the head tells me he's very straight on this red. He'd have loved to have had a nice angle into
22.
the play for the blue. Well, it's literally a case of pot as many balls as you can here, but keep potting yellows, the more reds you're going to need.
24. 25.
Mistake. Unbelievable, isn't it? But it's a mistake.
Luca Brecel 25.
Yeah, this is a typical Crucible first round match here. Both players in the first half and most this evening have played really well, but it's all about now handling the pressure. So Ricky missing that pink in the middle was not as costly as he thought. That's okay. That's okay. The brown is potable.
Yeah, I'm watching Luca. And okay, Ricky was lucky to be on the brown. Luca's smiling, looking up to the heavens. I said earlier, he can't be focusing on these negatives. the end of the day, Ricky shouldn't have been at the table. That's a little bit of a clumsy cue ball from Ricky Walden.
5.
It wasn't that difficult to drop on these two reds, either to right middle or right corner. As you said earlier, John, there could be lots of twists and turns to come in this match.
A case of dropping the blue in. Those two reds stuck together. Is one of them possible? Certainly the one just away from the baulk cushion is. I have a feeling the lower
11.
one of the two reds together is available. The blue would put him 3 points ahead.
$17. $18. Ricky Walden, 18.
As we say, can't afford to make unforced errors. That wasn't too difficult, I think.
One.
The red that's closest to the baulk cushion is going to be the big problem ball. Because of the proximity of the green
6.
to that red, you can't really get right in behind it.
$7.
Played that nicely. Now then, do you leave yourself on the
11.
brown and play a little cannon on the green? His choice.
$12.
Hasn't got the angle to play that cannon, I don't think. As I say, because the green's there, all you can do now is leave yourself a thin cut along the baulk cushion, but it's a dangerous shot to be playing.
Yeah, it's dangerous because if you miss it, you know you're leaving it over the
16.
pocket. If it's touching the baulk cushion, it makes it so much easier. again, as we've
17.
seen so many times, they take a wriggle and they still drop. The green is going to be the problem, because he's going to need the brown, so he's going to have to play the green at a bit of pace, hasn't he?
Yeah, but the way that red dropped in, it'll give him a little bit more confidence. 15
19.
points of lead. Yellow, green, brown, to go within one frame of victory.
Yeah, again, a little shake of the head, left himself straight in this yellow. But he's done very well to get the cue ball to there, and because he only needs a brown, he may choose to just play for it to the right middle or the left middle rather than try and get the cue ball out of there. This is not
24.
easy. There's pressure on this. This for 9-5.
Good points. 28. Very good. Taking these well as Luca. Has to be said, he's needed a couple of chances.
33.
And in all honesty, Ricky has gifted them to him. In goes the ping, not bothered about the black. He's now within one frame of winning his first ever match at the Crucible. Just one frame away from victory. 9-6.
He's on the pink in the middle, sizing himself up. Big shot this. Very missable. Oh, well played. The cue ball needs to slow down.
7.
Well, it's hard to believe. He could hit that so well and not be on the red.
Yeah, both players getting a little frustrated in this very important frame. They're all important, but this one has been going over 42 minutes. And those are the ones that you want to win. You don't want to be battling away for 50 minutes or so and then lose it. Well, he feels that he can pot the one that he's closest to. Not easy, that. You're so close to the ball. No, it wasn't easy.
I joined 7.
The key ball now is the yellow ball. All the others are out in the open. Ali might be tempted to cut this back into the corner. It's a thin one, but maybe just worth the risk here. But now that he's cannoned the black.
Ricky Walden to break.
Well, I said as long as Ricky can keep Luca to lean 2 frames, he's got room for error. That's obviously gone now. He knows now every mistake he makes could be his last in this match.
Foul. Ricky Walden 4.
Ricky's just got to cling to the reasoning that the most difficult frame to win is a 1 for victory, and it's not going to be easy for Luca to get over that winning line. So make him work for it at least. Says, as John said in the previous frame, he gifted Luca those chances At least make him work for it.
I don't think there was any intention of a plant there. I think he was just misjudged it. Anyway, chance for a long pot for Luca. Good cueing needed. Not far off, but not there. So that mistake gives Ricky a chance.
One.
Being close to the cushion doesn't help, but he'd love to get on that red that's just to the right of the black here. Get this black into play as soon as possible. Well, he cued that beautifully. Tight under the cushion. Good shot.
6. Seven. $14. 15.
Opportunity now to play the cannon. Doesn't have to play it to me with too much pace here, really, and just nudge a few out and may still be on the loose red. Scores that
nice. 22. Sure. Cheers. 23.
A little bit straight on the black, or straighter than he would have liked, but it's not a problem. He's got two reds to the left, the pink available to right middle. Reds on the other side of the table. It's a good situation, this. Not the best shot that he could have played.
30.
Yeah, tricky this. Okay, he's only got to drop it in, he'd be on the black, but it's missable. Goes in.
31.
He's given this plenty of thought here. I mean, the obvious shot looks to drop it in. He looks like he's playing a cannon. right
38.
centre. He's missed a few in the middles. He cannot afford to miss this one.
39.
Please.
44.
Crucible noise from the other side of the arena. You've got to block it all out. Concentrate
45.
on what's in front of you on this 12 foot by 6 foot green base. No reason why Ricky shouldn't get enough points at this visit now. Black available into both corners.
51.
As you pop one red, you'll release another. Just got to keep your concentration.
52.
Yeah, this is all he can do. Just keep potting balls, see where it takes him
59.
in this match. Because if he can keep winning these frames in one visit, it's going to keep piling the pressure on his opponent.
$60.
You wouldn't say he's made easy work of this chance, but he's only a couple of pots away from winning the frame.
Yes, just this red will get into snookers required.
67. $68.
So this blue will put him 77 points in front with just 67 remaining. So after the blue, which is on it very straight, one more red would keep Luca in his chair.
$73. Ricky Walden, 73. And the frame.
Well, he's had enough. Didn't want to be messing about. I think mainly because the black had got tied up. So Ricky Walden, that's all he can do now. Just hang on in there.
Is perfectly safe. Now he's cannoned the brown. Left a half chance for a long pot here. Just steadying himself up. I've been so impressed with Jack's game throughout this match. He really has potted some wonderful balls, Ken.
He has, and that was another good one. Under pressure. Nice angle on the blue. He can drop down for these reds around the black here. He'd like to get the one just below the black to the left, because that would open up the black into both corner pockets. Yeah, just slow down with the cue ball. That looks perfect. If you can take this red just below the black into the right corner. Back on the black. Great chance. Whoa.
7.
Well.
Luca Brecel.
I agreed with him not playing on that frame. I thought he might have gone out of the arena just to sort of just freshen himself up, get ready for this frame, because he doesn't want this match going on much longer. But he decided to stay in the arena. He's left this red to right corner, but he's got a good cue ball. You almost want your opponent to take these on when the cue ball is that tight to the baulk cushion. Very tough. Well, I'm sure Ricky didn't mean to hit that side of the red. He intimated that the table ran off, because that was very close to getting a double kiss. And this is careless. Poor shot from Luca Brecel. I say poor shot because he's if Ricky a chance of a red to left corner, but looks like he's not going to take it on. And I said at the start of the last frame, he knows that each mistake could be his last. Has he got the cover? Decent target, that green and brown, to get in behind.
You know, what sort of safety will Luca play? Will he try and open the reds, play the positive safety? No, he played the thinnish one, didn't want to open up too much, but as Stephen said, what a good target that was. But there's a gap.
He's got a shot to nothing here as well. This red's potable, and he can get the cue ball back up to baulk. Going again, he's refused it. The red to the left of the black. Ricky will play this, we call it a figure of 8 shot. Probably play right hand side off 3, maybe 4 cushions in behind the green. No, he's playing off the main bunch, maybe playing a similar kind of shot. No, decided to play it plain ball. The only thing with playing that plain ball is you don't have the same control of the cue ball, the speed. He's been very lucky to hit the yellow. When you play it round the angles, you can play it more positively.
As you say, very fortuitous kiss on the yellow. It's made this tough for Luca. I just get the feeling, and you hinted on it not long ago, he's looking on the negative sides, Luca, with these little rubs. If he gets a good rub, he probably doesn't notice it. And this is a chance for Ricky. Obviously, you got to pop the ball, but you can find a gap. Get that cue ball back up the table for blue or baulk colour. That's the idea. Must pop the red though. Nice clean ball. Where's the black ball going? Where's the black ball going?
Luca
Would you
Brecel,
believe
7.
it? Well, that is so unlucky.
I don't think he's left a pot on for Luca, but chance to get in behind the green here.
Well, I didn't feel as though he could, but that's still a telling safety because he's cut off the escape route down the left-hand side of the table as we look. This is not going to be easy to get back to baulk. There's a red just above the black he could play. But it's one of them, you're trying to avoid the reds on the right-hand side of the table. You've got to be careful that you don't catch the bump of the middle pocket with this shot. Needs to be very precise. And it was. This is top draw. If it runs past the green, it's perfect. Oh, he just flicked it. Otherwise, Luca would have been in big trouble. Flick on the blue, not too advantageous.
See there, the safety has been very close between the two players. Pot success exactly the same.
Yeah, that's an impressive pot success, isn't it, Stephen? 91%.
6.
Always feel at this level you've got to be 90% or above to win these matches. Long pot success, reasonable. Rest pot success. I never really look at that much because it could be right over the pocket. Positional success, that's
7.
good. Anything 90% or above is acceptable. And we've still not had a century. Amazing. Well, this is a new one now.
Go and explain that one to me, John.
Plus 2 pots. Oh, I see. When you get more than 2 pots, that's a break. Okay. I like that. I'll give it some thought.
Left this red at mid-distance to the right corner. There's pressure on this. Don't know if the black's available, but the pink's certainly available to left middle, but needs to get this.
Has to be said, so far, Stephen, he's rising to the challenge.
Yeah, sometimes when you get to the point of no return, you tend to throw caution to the wind a little bit. frees up your queuing a little bit.
$19.
And this head, all he can do is just keep potting balls. Keep his opponent in his chair.
Thank you, frame 16.
20.
Played that well.
Yeah, one of those where we say he couldn't have picked it up with his hand and placed it any better.
$25. $26.
Couple of key shots coming up here. I know it's enticing to just play the simple shot, accumulate points, but he's got to start thinking now of playing the more positive shots. There's 3 reds in a line from the top cushion. The top one, he could get on that nicely. Pot that, cannon the red that's to the right of the pink. All of a sudden, it just opens things up a bit.
31.
He's played for the open red, but now those problems. You know what I'm saying, Stephen? He could have played for one of those reds and maybe just opened it up a little bit more.
He's also got a chance here if he gets a nice angle on the blue to play the cannon into red above the black. Well, obviously he's not going anywhere near the blue
32.
because the black would then go into the pink, which would go into the reds beneath the pink. It would open everything up. Now he's going to have to play the cannon off one cushion off the green. Quite a big target coming down that right side of the table. Now, how's your luck? Didn't get the wanted to get the reds first
35.
rather than going past. Seeing the cue ball here, he wanted to that red to the right of the pink. He wanted to either cannon that or even the pink or the black. He missed those completely. This is awkward. He's had a look at the potting angle. I think these reds, John, the players are confident in getting them because they're going in quite comfortably.
Well, he thinks it's a shot for nothing. Oh, but that one didn't. Now, where's the cue ball going? Is it going tight in behind the brown?
Ricky Walden, 35.
Well, that will just endorse what Luca's been thinking for the last few frames. He's having nothing but bad luck.
Yeah, he can't even get to the red that's up the left cushion to plant it onto the red over the pocket. He may be forced to take this red on to right corner. Unless he's going to try the swerve.
Foul. And a miss.
That was a poor shot. Didn't really.
Ricky Walden,
Okay, when
4.
you're taking the shot, it didn't really seem to give it any care and attention.
Yeah, as you've mentioned a few times, I think he's just having a few too many negative thoughts. You think, well, he's got the advantage, but yeah, it was like a last resort, wasn't it? He'd had a look around and thought, well, I might as well play this. So he's played one red onto the other.
1.
But not really landed good on the colour, it has to be said. 33-point lead.
Sure.
Well, he's taking the yellow one. Where's the next red coming from? Maybe flick a little bit of right-hand side on. Get to the right cushion. That's what he's done. Going to play it with the rest, I think. May not take this on. It's a tough shot. I say may not. The fact that he look at the situation with the Reds is maybe worth taking it on, because he's not going to leave a great chance to clear up should he miss it.
I'm just wondering, I mean, maybe not, but would the black be available if he just stunned the red in? Well, stun it in or not, he's played beautifully. Deep screw, perfect on the blue. Now then, the shot Stephen was suggesting before, pot the blue, cannon the red above the black, it'll bring the pink into play. All right, you need a bit of luck. But why not hope for it? Get the cannon on the red that he required, but at least he potted the blue and he's in control of this situation. As you can see, this red closest to the top cushion will pot, but he'd only be doing it for an extra 1 point. Same with this one. Well, surely it's worth a goal. This red to the far right corner. It's the only red you could leave. Well, I think I might give that a go.
Walden 9.
Really? If you pot it, you're on the blue. Well, you'd have to miss it by a country mile to leave it.
Yeah, if it rattles in the jaws of the pocket, a good chance it goes across the baulk cushion. Maybe a touch early to go negative.
Foul. And a miss.
Well,
Ricky Walden 4.
Luca, to me, looks bang under it at the moment.
Yep. Missed call, but he didn't want it replacing. He'd rather Luca play from here, hampered by the green and brown for the reds he'd like to play safe off. Yeah, he does, doesn't he? He looks flustered to me. Game of cat and mouse at the moment. Who's the cat?
Touching ball.
Touching ball, but no real advantage, in all honesty. Problem is, if Ricky's looking to see where the red would go if he played it into the black, that black would run into the pink and it may just knock a red towards the left corner. He could easily come off the side cushion. I can't see him doing any damage there. He's got the point lead, desperate to protect it.
Now, is there enough space in between cue ball and object bolt to pot this red? Obviously not. That was a risky little shot Ricky played there, which he didn't have to do. It was easy to come off the left cushion into the red on the black cushion.
Chance here to nestle up to that green and brown. It's a good line. Is it going to be hard enough? If it had got touching the brown, it made it a little bit more awkward cueing wise. Well, I think you can get to the potting angle of this red along the top cushion. I mean, it's a very risky pot, but with those three reds tied up near the top cushion, you're wondering if you missed the red or left it, you leave your opponent a frame winning opportunity. Big shot. Too risky. Left a pot on here. The red to the right of the yellow. Surely it's worth a go. Well, he's had a quick look at it and now thinking of just playing a little containing safety, but no, that red to the right of the yellow tempt me.
Well, it's awkward queuing, but I think Luca can get through to this red, the far right corner. He could.
Eyeing up the pot. It's one of those, you can really well you could leave this the way you're playing, so it's going to be worth a shot, surely. But no. Alright, it's close to the middle, this.
Well. Well, that's just a complete lack of patience. There's a chance that Luca Brecel, crazy as it may sound, could have got a re-rack out of that if players kept on touching up to the red in bulk. Or at least it may have forced Ricky into playing a shot they didn't want to play with the lead he's got in the frame.
Yeah, not on the colour, but easy snooker, just play the green, nestle up behind the brown.
Green ball. Ricky Walden 1.
Yeah, well, Ricky's tactics, I have to say, have worked. They wouldn't have been mine. There's a couple of risky pots he could have played, but without too much danger of costing him the frame. But it's worked. As you say, he's tested the patience of Luca Brecel, and Luca's gone, I have to say, very ragged now. It's as though he just wants this frame to be over and get into the next one.
One.
That wasn't the best shot from Ricky Walden. Didn't really hit that well at all because he wanted to be high on the black in order to be able to play for another red. He's to say, didn't get anything into the cue ball at all there. He's on the black, but can't get close to the reds. And he's looking up the table. Is he going to try and go in and out of bulk? It's always going to be tricky going on that path. But he's got an excellent lead
8.
of 54 points, 59 on. So he's got to be careful with the safety. All the colours are in the open. So he doesn't want to do anything that brings reds into play. That's why he's not entertaining the left side of these 3 reds, because he doesn't want to push one towards the right corner pocket.
Ricky Walden 8.
Well, if I was Luca now, I'd be seeing a little bit of a light at the end of this tunnel. One good safety shot here. As Stephen says, all the colours are in the open. Just got to get the next red. If you can pot the next red, he's certainly not out of this frame. Looked a bit exasperated the last few shots, but time to refocus. Chance to refocus now.
Well, I was watching Luca and he's smiling when Ricky pots that red. I don't know what he's smiling about, because he's bang under pressure now to win this match.
7.
Your opponent is allowed to pot balls.
8. Green ball. Ricky Walden 8 and the frame.
Luca Brecel puts his cue on the table. This time he did get out of the arena to try and gather himself. He's looking very, very dodgy for him here at the moment, even though he's still only 1 frame away from his first victory at the Crucible.
At the moment, Jack needs one of these reds and, well, I was going to say and the black, but that's gone a little awkward. If he was to pot a red and a blue, Ali could still tie. He's just looking to see if he can leave the white on the cushion and disturb those 2 reds and pink, but there's an element of risk with that. Decided against it. Should be able to get a snooker here. Yeah, just about on that red half ball. So you can, that was to try and play containing safety shot down towards the pink and 2 reds here, the cue ball. Well, he's looking at an alternative here now, the red beside the black. I'll tell you what, Ken, if he gets a good safety here and knocks the black safe, very little chance for Ali Carter. Oh, hang on a minute. Oh, I'm just wondering if he can roll this red. If it's dead straight in the middle, he can take it on and the black's available, but it has to be dead straight. Otherwise, he's running away from the black. It's opened all the game up, the mistake there, but it's not straight into the middle. If the white was a fraction further to the left there.
Thank you, the
Left the arena
18th frame. Ricky Walden to
I
break.
don't know, sometimes you just want to splash water on your face or do something just to wake yourself up. The last thing he wants is a decider. At the moment, even though he's 9-8 down, I'm at Walden, a slight favourite for this match, just the way the last couple of frames have gone.
There's a path to this red near the corner pocket. Okay, the cue ball's close to the cushion, but he doesn't have to do anything with it. Pot the red, bound to be on the black.
Wow. Isn't so often the case where you've played a shot, left your opponent a pot, and you get the opportunity from the miss. What a chance.
Yeah, and Ricky to make, which he did when he played a slow shot earlier on that the ball drifted. If something drifted, well, you might allow for it next time you were playing something slow. Anyway, Luca, this is your chance. If he has any demons, this is his chance
8.
to put them to bed. It's
9.
gone in a heartbeat.
Black ball. Luca Brecel, 9.
Even that, just to get the double kiss on the black, was careless. And he's left a possible pot to the right middle. Okay, there's pressure on it, as we know, because Ricky knows next mistake could be his last. But if you can avoid the kiss on the blue, it's worth taking on.
Yeah, 9-6. We said that it may have freed up his cue action because he had nowhere to go. But the fact he's got back to 9-8 now, he's back in the match. So the pressure builds again. It's massive out there at the moment. Anything is missable.
One.
I don't think he's on anything.
No.
No.
Yellow ball. Luca Brecel, 1.
That could be Italian safety. Cue ball tight to the baulk cushion. No escape down the left hand, well, possible escape down left hand side. That red that's closest to the blue. Catch that quarter ball. That will get you back to the balk end. Gotta catch it just right though. Deciding on the containing safety. Anything wrong with that? That's not a bad target, yellow and green. And he could be in more trouble next time around. There is a possible pot to the left middle. Tempted. Easy safety, but tempted by the pot. But opted for the easy safety, trying to get in behind the yellow and green. But just caught the red a little too thin. So chance missed there to put Ricky in trouble. He got the pot. Has he got the colour?
1.
Just about on the yellow.
Extended it. Thanks. Three. Four.
Chance from that fabulous opening red from Ricky Walden. He's definitely taking more time, whether it's a deliberate ploy because he knows he's got his opponent bang under it, I don't know, but whether it's just the pressure, seems to be just taking that extra second or split second just to make up his mind on every shot. It's understandable at this point in the match. You want to put everything into it.
10.
Well, under normal circumstances, you couldn't place the balls better. I know the black's near the side cushion, but
11.
pink available. Blue nicely on its spot. He's misjudged that straight away. Wanted to be straighter on this blue, then it'd been no problem to get on the next red. Just a little bit of work to do now with the cue ball. We'll take nothing for granted from here on in. Played the cannon perfectly.
$16. $17.
Yeah, no, this stage of this match, the pressure that's out there, anything's missable, but it's hard to see where Ricky can go wrong with this situation.
22.
He's just finished straight on a red to right corner. The red below it is on, but you'd have to... Cue ball, that's why he's short in the blue. So, as I say, the pressure can do anything. He had the balls at his mercy. He's now going to have to play a red from a little bit of distance.
$28.
Yeah, he's just struggling to keep that cue ball under control, isn't he? He's putting everything into the pot, and when you do that, it just takes your mind off the positional side of it. It's not automatic. It's almost as if the pot becomes so important.
Yeah, and there's another poor positional shot, it has to be said. I mean,
31.
what's really causing the big problems here is the fact that the pink won't go into the left corner. But he's got a bit of work to do with the cue ball once again here. Well, that's as good as a shot. It's drifted a little bit closer to the cushion he would like, but pot this pink, get nicely on the red. Surely, it's 9-all. Well, he came out this evening.
38.
6-3 in front, he went 9-6 in front. Looks for all money
39.
now. A decider is on the cards.
$45.
I'll take nothing for granted here, but pot this red, get a nice angle on the pink. Those two reds in the middle of the table is all that's required. You can't see it going wrong, but this is the crucible. It's the World Championship.
$46.
Yeah, you can't buy a perfect positional shot at the moment. That's the wrong angle on the pink as well. He's looking to see if the two reds are a plant to the right corner. Obviously want to play the pink and stun for the reds to the left corner. two in front, 51 on.
52.
So just got to be careful here. The Reds are going to the left jaw. There's a bit of distance between the two Reds. Yeah, well played. And that will be the frame. We've got a decider. Well played, Ricky Walden, has to be said.
Yeah, every credit for digging in.
59.
Sometimes when you fall behind like he did, particularly at 9-6, you sort of panic sets in.
60.
And when you get in, you're trying to win frames quickly and get that scoreboard moving, but you give every shot full concentration. And you always had that feeling that he had the will
64.
to get back in it. And he's right back in it now. But as we always say, Stephen, with deciders, it can be a toss of a coin.
What has been impressive in this comeback has been Ricky Walden's long potting. He's potted some fantastic balls to get in. And knowing that if he misses them, it could be the end of the match for him.
71.
And you talk about having
73.
momentum in these multi-session matches. He's got it at the moment.
76.
But it counts for nothing when you come to decider, really.
80. $85. 91.
Well, he wasn't bothered about the black, but that break in 91 takes us to the decider, and he'll be going back to the, well, having a comfort break, building himself up, but he's going there with good thoughts. Is Luca Brecel? I doubt it.
Thank you. The deciding frame, Luca Brecel to break.
Well, as always, before a designing frame, a handshake, and that's where the friendship ends. Who is going to book his place in the second round?
mentioned that Ricky Walden's long game has been really good the last 2 or 3 frames. Chance straight away for red to left corner. He's deciding against it. Surprises me, because it's quite comfortable angle to get in behind the black, back up the table. You don't want to all of a sudden, having played so well, to get level, go into your shell a little bit. He's left it for Luca. Will that be a costly error in shot choice from Ricky Walden? Although, looking at the reds, it's going to be a good shot to even get on one from here. We know he's got the cue power. May have to try and make something happen, screw the cue ball into the reds.
Yeah, just got into a little bit too much. A bit more angle on the yellow would have helped.
Luca Brecel, 3.
Can get to this red as close as the left corner. It's risky. The only way you could get position on the colour is to play it dead weight. And I just get the feeling a couple of slow shots he's played full length of the table. He doesn't particularly trust the table. You'd have to trust it here big time.
Well, again, you could tell what he thought. The table didn't run true. No, this is a chance. He'd love to play for the red that's closest to the black, but doesn't have to yet. I always think in this sort of situation, when the pressure's this much, that as long as you get past the sort of first 4 or 5 pots, then you get into a rhythm. Then you don't miss. Then, if you're going to miss it, I always find it always seems to happen in those first few pots. Now he's played for the black. I'm interested to see where the black goes, if it's going to tie up the red closest to it.
Yeah, he may think the black doesn't go on its spot. If it doesn't, it'll go on the pink spot. Now, where does the black go? Pink spot. Not really available, but the pink's in the open, and of course if he potted the red, got on the pink could go on the black spot. Just looking to see if the cue ball finishes where it is now. He could get on the black to the left middle.
Yeah, sorry, John. I was just going by his reaction. Did he expect the black to go back in its own spot? It's almost... because why would you screw the cue ball off the cushion? Big misjudgment. He played that about as well as he could. If this was the first session of the match, you'd back him to pot this, well, 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10. Pressure on it. Good pot. Good pot. That will make him feel good. That black. That was missable.
Yeah, played it nice, and he's finished perfect on the choice of reds. One to the left corner. It's in his hands
20.
now. Never won a match at the Crucible. It's down to him.
Yes, so he's got through that, as I was saying, that sort of sticky phase of the first few pots.
27.
He hit that one really well, that screw shot. The black in the left middle, I think, was one that was a real nerve settler. I think he's looking good now. Don't want to jinx him, but he's looking as confident as he's looked all night.
$35. $36.
The red is to the left of the main bunch. He's looking at that for the left corner, but it's whether he can get on it in a straight enough manner for just to be able to drop on the black. The red to the right corner is going to have to be quite precise with the position, because the pink will go back in its own spot. Has he taken the cue ball far enough? Looks perfect to me. Good shot. Very well played.
42.
As I said, he looks as composed and focused as he has done for a good few frames.
$43.
Yeah, just looking at the line there. Probably the colour that gets you perfect position is the pink. Just a little stun run through. And as he pots this red, he makes a red, the one to the right of it, easily available into
49.
the right corner. Just keeping control of the cue ball.
50.
And so far, so good. Well, Ricky was forced, it seemed he was like he was forced to trust the table, playing that slow, long pot. Felt the table let him down, and he'd be thinking now, my dreams of a world championship are going to end here and now. Looking more and more likely. Perfect on this red. This red, the black.
57.
And it'll be a snooker required.
58.
Yeah, as I said, he got, once he'd potted those first 4 or 5 shots, he looked to me like he was ready to go on and win the frame at this visit. It's just as if he needed those pots just to compose himself. And his attitude, I have to say,
65.
wasn't great in the frames that Ricky Walden was coming back into the match, but this has been a first-class effort in this deciding frame. And it shows you what it means to him. He's won his first match at the 5th attempt at the Crucible. And he'll be a threat to players, John, because he plays the game. He's got so much talent.
69.
And the way he plays can intimidate you. The fact that he's got this first match under his belt, he'll be
70.
totally relaxed now for the rest of this event.
Yeah, I think this was a big match. He is a very talented young man.
76.
But when people keep reminding you never won a match, he's bound to get to you somewhat. And I'll be honest with you, when it went to 9-0, but as we always say, just looking for one chance. He got that chance. The irony, we've not seen a century
83
so far in this match. And we still might not see one. But he won't be bothered about that. He's booked
84.
his place in the second round. Gone through the mill, has to be said. But he'll come out of it feeling an awful lot better.
Luca Brecel, 84.
Ricky gets up, shakes his hand, congratulates him, wishes him well for the rest of the tournament. Ricky Walden will have your credit for half, but it was just too little, too late. Luca Brecel for the first time into the second round. Whoa, that was tough. 10-9.
Steve Davis won 6. Stephen Hendry won 7. Can Ronnie O'Sullivan go one step further and win an 8th Crucible title? The Cazoo World Championship, April 15th to May 1st, live.
This program is brought to you by fairmakers.com, आपका अपना travel partner.
Please welcome a player making his second consecutive Crucible appearance after victory over Jackson Page at the qualifiers. The first player from Iran to make it onto the sport's biggest stage. Shootout champion last year. He's ready to deliver because he's the Prince of Persia, Hussein Vafai. And his opponent, one of the most important global figures our sport has ever known. Winner of 14 ranking titles, runner-up here in 16 and twice a semi-finalist, the pride of a nation. Enter the Dragon, Ding Zhenghui. And now to a Championship League winner and semi-finalist 4 years ago. If he can reproduce his form from the first 4 yesterday, we are in for a superb session of snooker. He's anything but faithless. Here's Dave Gilbert. And his opponent, just 4 frames away from an 11th appearance in the second round, 23 years after his debut. Masters winner in 20, world winner in 15, the pride of Essex, Stuart Ball Run Bingham.
Good morning, Catherine. Good morning, everyone.
Thank you, Frank 10. Stuart Bingham to break.
I must say it's a great pleasure for me to be joined by the player of the season. 3 ranking event titles under his belt. 2 of those, Northern Ireland Open and the UK Championship. It's nice to be working with Mark Allen.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Dennis. I'm really looking forward to this. First time covering the World Championships for me, so it's an honour to be alongside one of the greats. I know it's very early days, Dennis, but that'll settle Dave right down, because the way he finished that session yesterday wasn't great, and he'll be wanting to get off to a fast start this morning and put Stuart under pressure.
Yeah, all players look pretty relaxed. Early start, 10 o'clock in the morning. They'll have been up for a few hours, getting themselves ready for the Crucible. Needs a good start, though, as he did at the beginning of the match. Wonderful cueist, Dave. Lovely to watch. But he could do with winning this little mini session 3-1. That will be his target.
$16. $17.
I mean, the 3 frames that he won, he had breaks of 60, 90, and 121.
24.
Yeah, and since then, Dennis, he hasn't made anything over 30, so he needs to get those scoring bits on that he had in that early part of the match. Not going to keep getting handed chances by Stuart. Dave's classy when he gets going, and he can read frame after frame off in no time.
It's quite incredible that they've played each other 11 times and Stuart has won all 11. And this is a tricky little position, this, to get the pink back on his spot. There's the referee having to be very precise there, having to get the pink in a direct line as we look at it with the black and the blue and brown. So there's need a steady finger.
If this was one of us, Dennis, back in the day when the practicing room would just be sticking that pink behind all the reds, not even chancing that gap. Desi's one of the top refs in our sport, and she'll have this in no time. Where are you wanting to play off this red, Dennis, to give yourself an angle to go into the reds?
Well, looking at the pack, I think the blue would be a better option.
31.
But see what he decides on. quite a target, and he's played it
32.
absolutely perfectly. So one good split, but got to keep your eye on the blue. Sometimes you take your eye off the pot. It's just have a look and make sure you're not going to plant the red into the corner pocket.
Just looking at one that might go close to that right corner. He's hit them well enough and full enough. Great shot.
37.
Oh, what's he done there?
38.
All of a sudden, he's put a careless one in. He knew straight away he'd hit it too hard. And look where he's put himself. He might have to have a few goes at this. It's easy to hit the black, but if he hits the black full ball, he could leave a pot on. Would you have a go at one of the balk colours just for the first attempt, Mark, rather than playing the black?
Ball.
If he doesn't catch this right, he can leave one.
I think I'd just have a go at the black, try and hit the bottom side of it as we look. There's never any danger there, I don't think, whereas if he hits the black full ball, he's going to leave one into the middle. I think that's worth the risk. If he goes for a bulk colour, Dennis, he could leave a long red.
Back.
Of course, it's costing him 7 points if he misses the black. But as you said, Mark, he's trying to just catch it half ball so that he leaves everything safe.
Same shot. Black ball. Foul.
That's another 7
Promise.
points gone.
Birmingham 7.
So he's built up a nice 38-point advantage, and he's already given 14 points back in fouls.
Just going back to that shot that got Dave in the trouble. Just a bit lazy, just get the rest out. He was just stretching a little bit for it and not easy to control then, and if he just gets the rest out, he's never in any danger. Give 14 points away, but he got that shot right in the end. 24-point lead, but he'd be disappointed, Dave, after that great shot on the blue to split the reds.
Well, he thought for a while about that safety shot, and he's picked a good one out. Can't see any easy escape back down the table.
It's funny, Dennis, what can go through a snooker player's mind, because Dave's just walking down there and he's still thinking of that mistake that he's made. You could see it in his face. I think he's a choice of 2 shots here. He could play thin off the one on the right hand side of the table. He might even go for this red on the left side off 2 cushions for the black. See how aggressive he's going to be.
Yeah, it was very difficult to judge that safety shot. I think he would have had a go at the one you mentioned there, Mark. I think he was going to cannon into the other reds possibly, so he caught that thicker than he intended, and he's left a chance for Stewart. one good positional shot here, and he's got, what, 4 or 5 reds nicely placed.
He times the ball so well, Stuart, doesn't he, for very little effort.
4.
Didn't hit that at all. Lots of spin. If the pink goes past that red, this is a great chance already. But plenty of work to do.
But like yourself, he's one of the game's great break builders. He's made 560 centuries, and he's made the maximum break on 9 occasions. Got 3 very difficult reds. The others are not too badly placed.
He needs a precise shot here to get into this gap between red and pink. I think he's went too far. Yeah, much too far. To end the break. Red off the side cushion. Right up behind the green, but he'd be disappointed not to make more there, Stuart. That was a good chance.
Done exactly the same as Dave did. He just overhit the shot, the positional side of it.
Stuart Bingham 10.
Don't think he's much choice but to go for this red off one cushion for the black. Should only really leave the red he's going for. And as expected, when you're 6-3 behind and struggling a little bit, goes right over the pocket.
That's always the case. If you're playing well, you take that type of shot on and miss it. It's amazing. The red usually runs into a safe position when you're struggling. They always seem to go over the pocket, as Mark said there. But the blues tied up somewhat, and the blacks, well, it's available. But the pinks blocked into both corner pockets, so it's not straightforward, this chance. Is that going to come up far enough? I don't think. Well, maybe the one next to the blue is just available. That will help, but he's scratching his head there, so that tells me it must be tight. I think he played to get on the one to the left of the pink and didn't quite hit it hard enough.
Just a little short with that safety, Stuart, and he could be in trouble here as long as Dave doesn't knock this black in. Cover off one side of the table. Cut that a bit thick. He's got a great line. Pretty straightforward shot from Stuart. They're not really in any trouble here. Good shot and better length of the cue ball as well. Yeah, it's not a nice shot at all for Dave.